Hey everybody, let's twist again like we did last summer. Hello, happy Monday, happy Cyber Monday, I guess it is. Then it'll be Cyber Tuesday tomorrow. They always have a reason to be able to put on a sale. Yeah, welcome back. It's Monday, and I hope everybody here in North America, at least the United States, had a good Thanksgiving weekend, extra long one, because it being Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's always so nice. But anyways, if you're not in the United States, I hope you had a great weekend anyways. So let's get busy and do another collective reading. General reading for the collective, and we're using these two decks, these ones, and then this one to clarify. Okay, let's begin. Another new week, huh? Wow. And then we're into December this week. Crazy. Where did the whole entire year go? I know it was awfully hot here during the summer, and that made it feel like we were cooking in the oven for like eternity. I guess some could say like burning in hell, if I actually believed in such a thing. Just to be clear, everything is of the mind, so I believe that whatever we believe is what it will be. If you think there's a hell, then that's exactly what you'll experience. Okay, let's cut. I want to say, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, will you please help? Yes, definitely help. Guide and assist me. I have to get back in the groove here, guys. Guide and assist me in correctly interpreting the energies of the cards and to see clearly. Thank you. Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today in this general read for Monday, November 27th, 2023? So we're going to past, present, and future. Here we go. What do we have for Archangel Michael? We have the past. It's trial and error time. Hitting roadblocks, basically just hitting dead ends no matter how hard you try. Please excuse the scratches from my kitty. And also, with the confusion, the disorientation of feeling like you're starting all over again, because you keep, every time you move down a path, you kind of hit a pause point or a stop, dead end, right? And you're feeling like you got to turn around and go backtrack, of course, but to find another exit point or an entrance point to a different path that's going to eventually lead you out of your trial and error time, your confusion. This is also asking people for help as well, and this person could be seen as somebody who's already been there, done that in whatever it is you're trying to achieve yourself. Going to people for help to see how they got there. Could also represent the divine being right in the center of everything, and just showing you like a what would you call it, a lighthouse, right? Lighthouse beacon as to, you can do it, you can get here, you want to know, just ask me. And she's talking to her. These two are kind of, they know that each other's there, they may be actually talking to each other, but they don't see her, or they don't see her. Okay, it's about realizing your resources, whether they're human resources or other types, financial, any type of resource you would deem as a resource. So that's what's gone on in your past. You are in your trial and error stage, okay, hitting dead ends and feeling like you're having to start all over again. Like, for example, if you were in a job, and I felt this myself many times. It's in a job that just didn't match my, my, moral ethics, or just didn't match how I vibed. Just wasn't the same. It wasn't really what I wanted. But starting a new job is kind of it's an ordeal, right, to get onboarded, right, going through all the paperwork, signing documents, getting health, sign up for health insurance if it's offered, and just getting the paperwork out of the way, and then getting to know your coworkers and your supervisors and all that stuff, and how the job is to be done, right? And then you realize this isn't for me, maybe a few months down the road or years down the road, and then it's like, okay, if I get out of there, you find another job. It's the same process all over again. Got to do the whole thing over and over and over again every time you leave one place to go to another. Also, it could be financial, where you had put something in an investment and it went south, and so you had to rebuild your finances, because this might be a retirement fund. So you're starting all over again. It could be a relationship. Maybe you're married and well established relationship, but it goes south, so you end up having to leave, wanting to leave or whatever, and then feeling like you got to start all over again. It's kind of like, do I have to start dating again? Putting myself out there. If you're lucky, you have somebody in mind already. But still, it's like the onboarding process, starting all over again. That's what it feels like. Present day, well, there's your new beginning right there. The child is a new beginning, if it's not an actual child, but I would say this is a new beginning more so than an actual child. New beginning, new path, new direction, whatever you want to call it. That's present day. And now near future, we have the ticking of the clocks, right? This kind of like divine timing. It's divine timing. It's time, in other words. It's time. Okay, so let's clarify each one of these. It's time for you to achieve what it is that you're wanting to achieve. As a result of what comes of this, you had to have a new beginning, and then it's time, because following your heart, right? It's all about following your heart. The divine timing steps in and says, okay, you're ready. Let's go. All right, that's wonderful. So let's talk about the maze. We have the compass card, which is all about guidance and direction. Really, hey? And the coffin. The coffin or sarcophagus card is about, endings, of course. It's about finding your way after something has come to a close. It's about a new beginning. I mean, unless you actually physically die, which of course this is not what this reading is about, but if you were to physically die, that would be the end. Well, you would move on in spirit. But in this world, it's just about putting something, like the final nail in the coffin about something, and saying, so long, that's the end of it for me, at least, right? Okay, let's, so remember, these clarify that. So this means that the guidance that you were receiving from whatever this resource is to you, whether it's another person who's been there, done that, or is doing it and can show you the way, or it's your own internal resources of the divine, or your soul, your still small voice, your intuition, prayers to the divine for help and guidance, assistance. You feeling divinely guided towards putting an end to something. Excuse me. And that way you're no longer going to be in this trial and error phase of your life. You are actually going to be finding that particular path that has you starting again. It's like feeling like you're starting all over again, yes, but it has you starting again. Much more fortuitous path, obviously, because that's what the tarot card's about. Let's talk about the child card. Documentation, so it could be documents that needed to be signed, okay, but it's some kind of communication that you receive or you give. And with the white feather, it talks about purity, like, so good stuff, documentation about good stuff. What else? unexpected income. All right. New path on its way. New beginning on its way. These two talk about the new beginning. You receive some sort of information, communication telling you that, you're receiving some kind of unexpected income. And like we've talked about before, if it's a divorce, for example, or inheritance, let's say it's a divorce, you may have sold the house, and that the built-in equity that you paid off over however long you were in it, plus any capital gain because of the real estate value went up in that area, that is going to be kind of like the real estate gain. The capital gain is going to be kind of like the unexpected income. You have to report it as income, right? And it may be unexpected as to how much it's actually going to get when you sell the house. You'll be surprised. Be a nice surprise. Documentation could also be that if you're divorcing again, the courts have written, or the lawyer had sent you whoever has to communicate with you in an official way. See the seal on here. That something went in your favor, and perhaps your divorce is finalized. So yeah, if it's an inheritance, you might be receiving documentation, a letter from the lawyers, like the estate lawyer, right? A letter from the estate lawyer about, your deceased relative who left you something. And again, that'd be unexpected, and it'd be income you have to report. That is going to help you start a brand new, fresh start. Have a brand new, fresh start. Okay, so that looks fantastic, guys. Let's talk about the timing, the clock card in the near future. See how this is all nicely coming together, and look at that. Who wanted to come out? A wealthy man. Makes sense, doesn't it? Let's see what else we got. With a lot of luck. Ooh, discovered luck. Happiness. Luck and happiness. That's what this card stands for. Great fortune, like great luck and happiness. The timing is that this wealthy man, you, collective, are going to feel wealthy in many different ways, not just financially. But, just like yahoo, like it just feels like a fresh spring day. I'm free to be whoever I want to be. I'm free from all the turmoil and the drama of the past. I can be, it's not something that you had planned on, obviously, especially when you were with somebody else, if this is a divorce kind of thing going on. But it was just so heavy on you back in the day there, that it's going to feel like a huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders, being done with it. And perhaps with being a male, masculine, men seem to let go their, like put their emotions away on stuff a lot simpler than women do. Just the wiring, I guess, and the conditioning of the childhood, right? Stop your crying, little boy. You're supposed to behave like a man when you're a child, right? So little boys don't cry, that kind of thing. Boys don't have these emotional, chaotic feelings. But it was okay for your sister to cry and to have outbursts and stuff like that, right? Okay, so anyways, you're going to feel wealthy and abundant in many different ways. Okay, you might be feeling really excited about moving towards somebody that you would like to see again, having those kind of plans. But you just feel very, very lighthearted and lucky, just lucky to have what you've been able to get in your life. So the resources, the people in your life that help you like this, just the divine bringing timing in at the right time. So if you're focused on that, right? So let's talk about clarifying the Maze card now. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, can you please tell us about the past with the Maze card? Number 43. Thank you. Looks like a great reading so far. Two of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Well, Two of Cups is the one that, you know, this is about trial and error. Remember, hitting roadblocks, like hitting dead ends in your relationship. You know, the person you thought you were truly in love with, that was your true love, ended up causing you a great deal of grief. Yeah, so this is your romantic relationship we're talking about, and you're feeling as though you have been dealt some karma that you've had to pay off because of perhaps the way you behaved in relationships before this one came along. But there was a lot of conflict and chaos, drama, competition. She may put you in a competition with somebody else, because here's the Ten of Swords. 10 is the end, though. There's no more. So there's, without having to go talk about all of that again, it's just that you had a partner, whether she was a wife or he was a husband, or just a long-time partner, they messed around on you, okay? They messed around on you. And maybe it was more than once, but if it wasn't, it was enough for you to say, that's the final straw that broke the camel's back. I'm not doing this with you. If you can't be faithful with me, then we need to part ways. You know, it wouldn't be that simple, of course, black and white. But again, it's just something that had to happen. The card fell on the floor. It's a Knight of Coins in the upright. And this one is the Eight of Wands in the upright. Okay, so this is the guidance. All right, and the Knight of Wands with the winter solstice, and we'll see the Six of Swords as the next card. Yes, always pick another one when these kind of ones come out. This winter solstice, that's for us in the northern hemisphere. Summer solstice would be the southern hemisphere. That'd be a few weeks, let go of control and celebrating life. Have fun in summer. Celebrating life, right? Woo. And this one is the winter, timing a year or more. Tie up loose ends, validate feelings, hibernate in winter. So the winter solstice for us is time of just tying up the loose ends now, of parting ways with your long-term partner, whoever that, you know, whether it's a husband, wife, or just, you know, somebody you committed to for a long time, and moving into calmer waters of life, emotional calmer waters. The Knight of Coins is that you are, you know, taking responsibility for what it is that you're dealing with, taking responsibility for that, being loyal and putting the work in to try and, first of all, you tried to make it work, but it didn't. And so, you know, you were needing guidance and assistance with what was going on there. But there was a lot of what do you call it? Arguments, you know, back and forth, which is Wands. That's passion. It could be that type of anger, passion, back and forth between you and your partner. And the Knight of Wands is that with this, she or he was playing the field while they reportedly were with you. Again, this is about tying up those loose ends so that you can move forward, okay, to those calmer waters, because you're putting an end to all the betrayal and the mistrust. And conflict and competition with that person that you believed was your true love at that time when you first came together. May have been good for several years, but it didn't end good. Coffin, please, Archangel Michael. Queen of Wands, Justice, Page of Cups, and the Eight of Cups, with the Devil, the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I would say that she put herself into the other woman, or she's just having an affair on you, right? That's the Queen of Wands. Too many irons in the fire. Yeah, and demanding, strong-willed, whatnot. But anyway, she was somebody who was cheating on you. That Queen of Wands in the reverse can be like that. The other woman, right? And then in the sense with your relationship, it's just she's cheating. She's a cheating spouse, cheating partner. And this, you put an end to it through the justice system so that you could move forward with a new beginning in love, like the kind of love that's going to last forever, by moving away from the toxic energy. It's the Eight of Cups, you know, walking away from all the toxic energy that was what described your relationship, the dynamics in your relationship, this toxic energy. But you put that nail in the coffin and you said, that's it, no more, I'm done with that, it's on to new beginnings, present day. Wasn't that simple, but this is just basically a quick review or summary of the pain you went through with your spouse or partner. And I have to say, I am so sorry. It had to have been very, very excruciatingly painful, especially since she was actually fooling around with somebody else. Child card, please, in the present day, Archangel Michael. Five of Coins, Six of Cups, Six of Wands, and the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups too, but we won't bring that out because this doesn't really talk about love here. This one could, okay, but let's see here. So we got the Five of Coins, and let's talk about the reverse. Looking ahead, you're out of the woods. Here it says, out of the woods, looking ahead, positive changes, rebuilding your life, accepting, moving into acceptance mode, and your recovery. This is a turning point for you, so that you could find comfort in a new connection, or a new connection with somebody from the past, or reuniting with somebody from the past. Okay, Six of Wands is feeling victorious, and you know, again, with this help, you're feeling rather abundant in many different ways. So you're feeling victorious and triumphant. It may have something to do with the job, but you have been able to find the bridge between the two worlds of, you know, the 3D and the 5D, right? Of the material world and spirit. So you're able to tap into your intuition so that you know which direction to go. And that's where this was coming from too, okay? The divine guidance. You were asking somebody or prayers to the divine to help you with your situation, and that helped you actually get reconnected with the truth that's within you, right? All of it, all the truth that we have within us that we virtually ignore until something comes up that we just don't know what to do about it, and it's so painful. It's just so painful that we need to find some kind of relief and put it to rest, you know, put it to rest, the coffin, put it to rest once and for all, because it's just so overwhelmingly painful to have been through what you've been through, and you need a relief. And I'll tell you, when you pray for that relief, for that pain to stop squeezing your heart, imagine someone going like this to your heart, that pain, that pressure on your heart that's causing you to feel so emotionally raw. When you pray for release, and you truly believe it's coming, and sit with that while you're there. I know this happened to me one time. I remember. I thought for sure that was going to be the end for me because I was in so much pain. Look at this. I didn't notice this, but 27 and 27. Ha, very interesting. Meant to be. So I was in a lot of pain, and I could feel it in my heart, you know. And I prayed to Jesus, and I asked Jesus, please take this stone from my heart. I just can't. I don't know what to do. I'm so afraid. You know, it was just so painful. So, and I just kept saying, please take my pain. Please take my pain. Take my pain. Take my pain, Jesus. Please take my pain. And then suddenly, honest to God, I'm not kidding you. It was like a little bubble popped in my heart. You know, it's like a little bubble of air just kind of popped in my heart. And then I just felt this relief come over me. And it wasn't something that I was willing to happen, which in a sense it was, right? Because I was praying. But it was, as soon as I just had stopped praying, like, please take my pain, take my pain, take my pain. And then I just rested. You know, I was in bed at the time laying there, and I was resting. I rested for that moment, and then next thing you know, that pain just on. And it was such a difference in energy shift that I just went, you know, I gasped. And I went, oh my God, you know, and I just felt it. And then it was just an overwhelming sense of peace, you know, that release that just came over my entire body and being. It's like I had been put into a bubble of complete and utter calm and peace. And I was resting there like that. And then a smile came on my face, and then I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you. You know, it was just such a huge relief. And then I was able to get up out of bed and get on my merry way, because I had had this shift. And the shift was not so much of a focus on feeling like I was, you know, going to be in this pain forever, to knowing that I had the divine with me, and that if I were to get myself into that kind of predicament, you know, with my mind ruminating thoughts, and then having that pain in my heart because of the thoughts rolling around in my mind about the situation, I knew that if I just prayed, relief and peace would come back over me. And so, I mean, it made me feel so much more confident, like, because God really does have your back, kind of thing. So that, I just wanted to share that experience with you, that you can do that too. I mean, you really can. If you're in such sadness and despair and depression, anxiety, tune in, tap in, and turn yourself on into focus on your heart. You know, your heart center, not necessarily your heart, your beating heart, but the heart center, which is right in the middle of your chest, right in the middle there. And breathe in the light, like pretend there's a very, very, very bright light, white light above your head. Breathe it in, like deep breath in, bring it all the way down into your middle of your chest, right? And then when you exhale what would be like the yuckiness, you know, the cloud of gray or black or whatever coming out of your heart. That's the stone coming out of your heart. Breathe it out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, the white light down from the top of your head, down, and don't miss the spot. From the top of your head, down the back of your head, down your neck, the back of your neck, and down, you know, into your chest. Right there in the center of your chest where your heart chakra is. And feel it illuminate with this bright light. And then as you're breathing in, you bring that in there, and then go as though you're blowing your breath out of your heart chakra area instead of out of your mouth. But you're breathing it out of your mouth, imagining this dirty air kind of thing coming out of your heart chakra center. And do that a few times and say, I now call upon the spirit of peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. You can say love too, because everything's a spirit, because it's all energy. Because I call upon, as you're breathing that bright light of the divine that's about a foot or so above your head, just kind of sitting there, breathing it down, like pulling on that light to come into the top of your head, bring it down into your chest, then blow it out, and then do it again. So it's kind of like a circular thing. You're doing a circular thing, and do that a few times, and then just sit there knowing that you've done your work, you've done your part, because you have to ask, like I did, and then you open yourself up to receive, like I did. So it's a really great practice for if you need to calm your mind because it's feeling anxious, or you're so depressed about something and you need that relief. There's great practice for that. All right, so let's talk about number 27. We have the 8 of coins already. That's working hard. That's Page of Wands. Okay, 10 of coins and the 6 of coins. Wow. Excuse me. So this is from all your hard work. You're receiving a divine blessing coming into your life through an inheritance or like a capital gain or some kind of investment, really soared for you, and you're able to or have to cash it out. And it's a lot more than you expected it to be, but in any case, it's because of your hard work, the hard work you've done on yourself, preparing yourself. You might hear other tarot card readers talk about this, and it's true. You have to prepare yourself to receive large energy blessings. The divine will not bring something to you until you're ready for it, because the divine's blessings are something that are miraculous, are big, right? They're big, and the divine is giving it to you because you decided to follow your heart, and so you need this 3D assistance, material world assistance, resources and whatnot, to be able to follow your heart's desire to whatever that is, or to whoever that is. You need it. So the divine's saying you decided you're going to follow your heart. You did what you needed to do to cut away the excess of maybe, you know, overindulgence, in sense that you've been there, done that, don't need it anymore, and it served its purpose. It's no longer for your highest good, so you cut that out. And that's following your heart. Making those kind of decisions is following your heart. And then moving forward, brand new life, the divine says you're ready. You decided to finally follow your heart. Maybe you're sitting on the fence before. You finally found the courage and the strength to stand up and ask for help, to put an ending to something that was no longer good for you. Your trial and error days were over with. Now you're moving forward in success and stability. You know, assurance, you could feel certain that God's got your back. You've been working real hard to put an effort into you being prepared for this, okay? Through your thoughts and your feelings and just your actions that are driven by your thoughts. You have been receiving, you know, information that was going to be something that you can start brand new exciting plans with, right? This information that there's something to do with, and this could be something to do with your divorce, how something has been ruled in your favor in some way, or the money is just being released now from the assets being divided up, which is 6 of coins. Fairness, generosity, stability, but giving and receiving. So you may be receiving a lot. You know, the courts might have said, let's say you're the type of guy who was very, very loyal to your wife, or the female was very, very loyal to your husband, and you did everything you could to make sure that this relationship was solid, and you were very giving and generous and did whatever you could to help them in every way and support them in every way, and then they did that, right? Well, the courts would see that, and if you haven't been disloyal yourself, courts would say, well, instead of maybe dividing half and half, let's give you like 2/3, and she or he gets 1/3, you know, of the pot, kind of thing. I'm just guessing, but that's what I see here is from your hard work that you are receiving this information that can help you with brand new, exciting, and passionate new beginning with a whole lot of lumps. This is a lump sum amount of money, inheritance, or that capital gain from selling the house or the divorce. You getting 2/3, she or he getting 1/3. But it's going to be a balance, is what it is. It doesn't have to be equal. It is equal in the sense that it's balanced because of what you gave before, that you ended up receiving the 10 of Swords, like 10 swords in your back, which is not fair. It's not justified, justice here. So therefore, the courts would rule that you gave so much and got 10 swords in your back only. Therefore, you're going to get 7/8 of the pot, and the other one will get 1/8. You know, that kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. So this unexpected income in our present day. So, ooh, some fuzz just flew off something. Oh, and it's still flying around. Just don't come back on the table, okay? Thank you. Oh, I did. Oh my gosh. Okay, get out of here. Just get out of here. All right. That was a big fuzz. That's what happens when you have pets, right? So unexpected income, present day. So this is what's going on right now for you. You are finally seeing the fruits of your labor, and you know, the money, the justice come in, where it's going to help you start a brand new life right now. Magician, talk about starting a brand new life, manifesting this. The Hierophant, oh wow, all right. Autumn equinox, okay, well, again, there's the Page of Coins. Again, that's autumn is this side of the planet, you know, this top part of the planet. And I guess, I don't know if the vernal equinox is just dark to light. I don't know. Prepare for change. But anyways, let's go with prepare for change for the autumn equinox and the Page of Coins. What did we have on the back? The full moon. Yeah. And because that's not the moon. This is a full moon. And then we have the Emperor here. Yeah. All right. So anyways, unexpected income. You manifested this. Okay, so let's just say this is the capital gain on the house. The real estate value went up since you bought it. Not only the equity you have at it already, you've got this extra value coming to you. You have, you've manifested this to come by making that decision. You manifested a brand new life for you, moving forward, feeling wealthy, healthy, and abundant, you know, very, very lucky and happy. You've manifested that. You manifest through manifesting, excuse me, this unexpected income because of the decision you made to follow your heart, to finally get your, to do what was best for you, instead of just trying to hang on to something that, was like sand, like falling out through your fingers. You just couldn't hold on to it anymore. It was done. It was a done deal. It had to go. You finally making that decision to do that, like I said before, you manifested this abundance right here. And this could quite literally mean God. This Hierophant card can mean God. But it's about having, you developing the faith in yourself, which is finding the strength through prayer possibly, or meditation, so that you could get yourself started on another financially prosperous brand new beginning. Because the work you did, there's research there. The work you did, this setting goals now, you're able to set goals. You probably had already, but didn't know how you're going to be able to see them through to fruition. Now you can, because you have great prospects. This talks about the study of magic. Isn't that interesting? But good news that, the hard work that you've done and the faith that you've shown in taking that very important step back here was something that allowed you to see what it was that you needed to work on in order for you, to see what was keeping you stuck in this in the first place. That helped you with taking that decision to step up and take control and take charge of your life situation and moving yourself out of the toxic negative energy into more positive vibes of a single life, at least for a while, you stepped into your emperor energy, the divine masculine energy, where you're taking care of things, you're getting things done, and you're feeling stable and you're feeling powerful. You are like, let's get this done. I just want to move on. That's you, like a King of Wands warrior type of emperor energy. You're doing it, and I'm so happy for you. So there's great blessings that came in for you because you manifested them back here. Yes, you manifested them by saying yes to, let's just put it this way, saying yes to what was best for me, like following my heart, right? And saying no to not following my heart, just staying stuck in some kind of who knows, bond to toxic energy, just feeling like you're imprisoned, like you're stuck, you can't. It was just your thoughts, really. It really was just your thoughts, your own fears about leaving this behind, making change, having to start all over again, deciding to do that. Ace of Cups. This is for the divine timing says. Divine timing says you are a wealthy, healthy, abundant man. And for the reason why you're following your heart, we're offering you the opportunity for a brand new path of love, of enduring true love. This was karmic, this is true. Karmic partner over here, true partner over here, true soulmate, somebody that you will see as being a very strong and solid soulmate, divine soulmate connection with the one that you want to move towards and make an offer to. Okay, so Ace of Cups for the clock, King of Swords, and the Queen of Coins with the Seven of Cups, 10 and 1. Well, okay, so they're talking about here with the divine, with the clock, it was time to make your mind up about what to do in your life, given the circumstances, right? You will be given this because you got this. You tapped into your King of Swords energy, like being truthful and just like black and white. No emotions coloring your thoughts or your words. You're dealing with your Queen of Coins, the one you were committed to, as the King of Coins. That's you, Emperor as well, and King of Swords. You tapped into that seeking truth. Your truth is that you don't deserve this. You paid off your karmic debt with it, yes, but you don't deserve to have to stay in it now that you paid your karmic debt off, because everything that she did to you was very painful for you, meaning you now know what it felt like if you did that to somebody else. And so your Queen of Coins made you feel like, put you in emotional confusion with the Seven of Cups and a great deal of heavy burden on your back, but 10 is the end again, right? But you came out victorious as the King of Coins. King of Coins, right here. King of Coins. You came out victorious. King of Coins. Wow. Remember, where's the victorious one? Six of Wands. You came out of all of this because it was time. You made that time happen. You manifested that. This ending. You manifested the ending. It was time for it. It was the perfect timing, and now you're ready. You're prepared to receive financial blessings, right? In all forms, not just financially, but with true soulmate, true divine soulmate love, that higher level love, not karmic love. Okay, there's a distinction. So, wealthy man. Let's talk about wealthy man, who is also the King of Coins. Somebody that can be trusted, is loyal, works hard, and is abundant in many ways. Here's the Knight of Cups from the wealthy man. Let's see. The waning moon is now, you're gaining wisdom from the whole moon phases, from going from the full moon, to the new moon to the full moon. Now you're on the end where you're going back in order to get back up to the new moon. So during this time, while you're not seen, in the phases where you're not being seen, that's kind of like going into hermit land kind of thing, is being able to gain your momentum so that you can start fresh with the full moon, because it helps you to take that retreat or respite time to reevaluate your plans, of course, but to have a new perspective and gain that wisdom through that. Okay, so next, Empress. There's your Empress. And the back is the Nine of Swords. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Knight of Cups. You have been able to, you're going to be using this time to think about and figure out what you're going to do in order for you to approach this new love of yours. The higher vibe love is the Empress. There's an Empress in your life. Somebody you see as the Empress. But somebody, you look at you, like you're all up in your head losing sleep because, again, like I said, if you had debt to pay off before you met this one who's making you pay that karmic debt off with all that pain and sorrow that you've been experiencing, it should have helped you see how you behaved in the past, and you may have been causing pain and sorrow to somebody, breaking their hearts. And for that reason, it must be this Empress that you're kind of, you're afraid to approach because of the way you left it with her or dealt with her at the time when you were in connection with her, whether you were married at the time or in a long-term partner with somebody else at the time, and you had this extramarital or extra relationship affair with this Empress. Okay, let's talk about the Clover. Nine of Cups, that's wish fulfillment. Clover, great luck and happiness, right? Four of Wands, oh wow. That's talking about commitment, wanting to commit to your Empress. She's your wish fulfillment. She ticks all your boxes. You see her as somebody that is perfect for you. It's an emotional fulfillment kind of relationship that you'll have with them, and it could lead to eventually moving in together and or getting engaged to get married. These are what you would like to have as a King of Cups. You have unwavering, complete loving devotion, sincere and stable devotion, compared to what you might have been back in the day when perhaps you were behaving as a Knight of Wands yourself, before your wife or during your wife time, your long-term partner time here. You may have been seeing this one at the same time as this one, or it was before this one, but you played her anyways. You played the Empress at one time. You weren't faithfully and trustingly committing to her to realize an actual long-term relationship with her. It was just something that you wanted to do at the time, but it wasn't going to be something you would commit to. And then on the back of the deck it says Seven of Swords, but this is reversed. Obviously these are all really good cards. Reversed, it says straightening the record, getting caught, confessions, remorse. So you're going to be confessing to her. You're coming clean. Yeah, because you have a pricked conscience, meaning you know there's a need for you to bleed. You prick your finger, right? It bleeds. Pricked conscience, meaning that you need to come clean. What has happened and your realization of how you were with your Empress in the past, how it probably broke her heart, what you did, you need to come clean with that. You really do have to confess. You're feeling like that. Like you're ready. You got it. You want to spill your beans. You want to come out and be clean. There's no Ace of Swords or anything like that, or or the Knight of Swords on here, but that's what you'll have to do. If she's an Empress, in the true sense of the word Empress, then yeah, you're going to have to speak. That's swords, right? That's communication. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. You know that you were caught with your pants down with her because she found out some things, I guess. And so you have to confess how remorseful and regretful you've been, and that you're not working a strategy to come back this time. The strategy would have been Knight of Wands, right? To get something for yourself. It's like the selfish behavior back then where it was all about you. But your conscience is pricked. It needs to come clean. So that's wonderful. That really is wonderful. Let's see what happens. What does the angels have to say about all of this? For our, I'm going to take the one on the floor. Peaceful resolution. Wow. Okay. That's what I like to hear. Because that's what you're looking for, is peace, isn't it? Peace and calm. After the storm. Remember, that's the six of Swords. After the storm, you want to move into calm waters, having put justice to unjust circumstances. What else? Unlikely what? That's like no what? Unlikely what? Unlikely. Reconsider. Okay, unlikely and reconsider what? Let's see if we can find something here. Compromise. Okay. All right, what else we got? And it's up to you. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe we can get some more guidance on this. Let's go to Divine Insight and Guidance. Advice. Divine Insight and Advice. The Love Oracle cards. Lover's Tarot. Is this the one I want? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's see what we have to say. Unlikely, if you know, peaceful resolution is unlikely if you don't reconsider and compromise. Of course, it's always up to you. That's what I take from that, because you've been grieving. Again, on the floor, you've been grieving over the loss of many things, actually. The crumbling of your relationship and the ending of something else. You know, grieving from this, you know, it didn't work out the way you imagined. Feel the loss so you can rebuild your dreams. Feel the loss. Feel it. Like, let yourself feel it. Do not push it down. Let yourself feel it with Jesus or God, whoever, like I did. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build anew. All right. And that's what you're planning on doing, especially with that unexpected income. Ending. You're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. Yeah, so this could be, this one here I see as you pretended that it didn't end with her. That perhaps you might be, because I don't see, like I said, I don't see the Ace of Swords here or the Knight of Swords. To me, that is that's coming in to wipe the slate clean and speak your truth. So, but this, you know, confession could be just, you know, whatever is something that you can confess to that maybe she already knows, you know. Excuse me, having a drink. But it may not be confessing to something that she needs to know, and you know she doesn't know. I'm just saying it's possible. But you need to put an ending to, you need to acknowledge that she probably walked away from you. Maybe you haven't been talking to her in a long time. Maybe there were arguments that ended things, but you have been thinking, oh, she'll always be there, whatever. What? But that kind of energy is what's going to cause this to be unlikely. So reconsider the idea that she is going to take you back in a heartbeat. that she wants it so badly with you that she'll be willing to. No, she's an empress, okay? She's an empress. She's got too much self-control, too much not too much, well, for the expression here, yeah, she's got too much self-respect, self-love for her to roll over and let you step on her again with I knew, or I'm coming back to you, and I know that you're going to take me back because, you know, whatever, that you believe that she'd always be there. So you've got to compromise your own energy, your own toxic energy about this, because it is toxic, and find balance, bring balance in it. There's not a lot of balance in here either, except for the Six of Coins. But it's up to you. I mean, how badly do you want to be back reunited with the Empress? Is that how you're going to have to pull out your sword? Okay, you're going to have to pull the sword out. The King of Swords went so far with you dealing with your past here, and that's a lawyer as well. The King of Swords is helping you move through the divorce proceedings, or just the legal breakup, or whatever it was for you. Yep, that's what this is all talking about. The angels know. They know more than I'm going to get from this reading. So they see that although you're feeling wealthy and abundant, you know, in your Emperor energy taking charge as a King of Coins and then King of Cups, there's still something in you that needs to be able to be looked at and find balance. See? The compromise. The balance and scales, huh? You have to be able to bring some clarity to that for yourself first, okay? Bring some clarity to that for yourself first, so that you don't like mess it up. I'm just saying that with love in my heart. Don't mess it up by coming towards an Empress. No less, excuse me, coming less than actual Emperor, the true sense of it, towards your Empress is, unless you're in the higher vibes of the King of Coins and Cups, with that whole intention of being truthful and laying it all out in front of her, it's not going to work with an Empress. It just isn't. So I hope you the best for this, and you're a good place. You're in a good place after all the work you've done here to cut loose, to let go of what's no longer serving you. So many, many blessings your way, and we will check in with you tomorrow. Bye for now.
যদি সত্যি বলি তোমাকে, তুমি আছো মনের ভেতর, আমি হারাই হাতে রাখো হাত, কাছে নাও টেনে, আমি না বলবো না।